I am going to attempt to complete Pokemon FireRed with just one Pokemon. Now Pokemon is going to be Charmander. Charmander is an excellent Pokemon and he's one of my favorites. Now there will be only 2 rules for this playthrough. Number 1, no Pokemon other than Charmander can be used in battle, and number 2, no using revives. So, without further ado, let's start. So, I start off my playthrough by going to Professor Oak, and I choose my Charmander. I decide to nickname him Spicy. I think that's pretty fitting. My first rival battle is really nothing special. We both don't have any moves that are effective against each other, so it's pretty much just tackle for him and scratch for me. Nevertheless, I end up winning, and I hit level 6. I then head to Viridian Forest to get some much needed levels before I take on my rival battle. I bump into my rival Gary, and at first I'm pretty nervous because he has Squirtle, which is a water type, and I'm weak to that. But then I remember that he's level 9, so he doesn't actually have any water type moves. From there it was smooth sailing, getting Pidgey down in 2 embers, and then taking down Squirtle with just a few tackles, winning my rival battle on the first try. On my way out of Viridian, I bump into a Pikachu, which I take down easily, and it pushes me to level 16, where Charmander evolves into Charmeleon. This is great for the upcoming gym battle because it buffs my stat. I get to the Rock-type gym led by Brock, and I'm really not too worried since I have the move Metal Claw, which is effective against rock Pokemon. I take down his Geodude in 3 Metal Claws, pushing myself to level 17, and the Onix goes down in a similar way, although he does hit me with 1 Rock Tomb that does a decent amount of damage. Did give me a fright. And so I defeated Brock, earning the Boulder Badge, and my first gym badge in this game. He gives me a TM and I get going. While in Mount Moon I come across the Super Nerd and his Pokemon go down in just a few Metal Claws. I choose the Helix Fossil and I head out. When I get to Cerulean, the first thing I decide to do is my rival battle, just to get some levels, because I know Misty is going to be difficult with the level advantage that she has. His Pidgeotto goes down in just 1 Ember, and now that Squirtle has Water Gun, it's a bit of a struggle, but we beat him in the end. From there, his Abra and Rattata go down in just 1 Ember each. That's another rival battle done in the first try, but I think our luck is going to change. I also level to level 26. I head over to Bill to get some XP and my SS Ann ticket. After that, I go to Misty, and I get defeated. Time after time after time. I struggle for about 45 minutes until this happens. The Staryu comes out. I hit him with Scratch and it does more than half damage. I hit him with another and he goes down. The first move I use is Smokescreen, in hopes that it will make the Starmie miss a few water pulses, which it does. I land 3 scratches, which gets him down to about 1/3 health, but he uses Recover and regains almost all of it. And he uses a water pulse on me, gets me down to 2 HP. Luckily he misses, and I get a critical hit. How lucky. That battle pushes me up to level 30, and I get my Cascade badge, the second one. And the hardest one, might I add. On my way to Vermilion, I come across a Meowth, I catch him, and I name him Cut Cat. Now I know we were just in a rival battle, but here's another one on SS Ann. I was a bit worried about this one because Squirtle evolved into a Wartortle, but it all went on without a hitch. I got Wartortle down with just a few scratches, Pidgeotto with a few embers, and Raticate and Kadabra also with just a couple embers, securing me another first try victory. After that rival battle, I head up to the captain who's not feeling so great. I give him some back rubs and he gives me the HM for Cut. I give the HM to my Cut Cat and I head down to the gym, where I struggle with the trash can puzzle for about 20 minutes. Now on to Lieutenant Surge, the leader of the 3rd Pokemon gym, the Electric type gym. I hit Voltorb with an Ember, and that leaves him with a slither of health, but he uses a potion and takes him right back up to full health, but I get him down with 2 scratches. I hit Pikachu with an Ember with 1 shot, takes me up to level 34, where I choose to swap out Flamethrower for Ember. The last Pokemon was Raichu, which I nearly one-shot with Flamethrower, but he's left with just a tiny bit of health. He paralyzes me, but ultimately I take him down for the Thunder Badge. I then talk to this old man who gives me a bike voucher, and of course I go and get the bike. Whilst in Rock Tunnel, I win a battle, which takes my Charmeleon up to a Charizard. That's right, he evolved already. I also forget Scratch and learn Wing Attack. I got really lost in Rock Tunnel, but out of absolute pure luck, I just happened to come across the exit. And then I headed down to Celadon City, where I discovered the Team Rocket hideout and admittedly struggled just a little bit with this maze. Just a little. I make my way through to Giovanni and talk to him, and this is where my first battle with him starts. I use Metal Claw on his Onix, he hits me with a Rock Tomb, but ultimately I take him down first. His Rhyhorn is treated the exact same way, going down in 2 Metal Claws. Last up was his Kangaskhan, which I took down in 2 Flamethrowers, securing me the victory against Giovanni and leveling me up to level 43. After that, I go to this girl's house, who gives me the HM for Fly. I then catch a Pidgey, name him Fly Guy, and give him the Fly HM. After teaching Fly Guy how to fly, I flew down to Lavender Town, where I came across my rival in the Pokemon Tower. Based on my previous encounters in the rival battles, I wasn't really too worried about this one. Pidgeotto goes down in 2 hits, I use Slash on Wartortle twice, and he goes down. He doesn't really do any damage to me either. Then I face Growlithe, he goes down in 2 hits, Execute goes down in 1 hit with a Flamethrower, and Kadabra goes down in 1 also, securing yet another first try victory. While in Pokemon Tower, I come across a Ghost and I one-shot him. GG, easy. This old man takes me back to his house and he gives me a flute for that absolutely diabolical one-shot. I head to the Snorlax and I wake him up, and unfortunately I lost the footage, but I actually caught him and named him Stronglax. I go to the Safari Zone and get given the HM for Surf. Then I go to the docks and get the Super Rod, where I fish up a Horsey. I catch him and I name him Surfboard. That's right, buddy, you're nothing more than a surfboard to me. The grass gym speaks for itself. At this point, I realize that I've neglected doing the gyms, so I go on a bit of a gym run. In this one, I'm at the Poison Gym, I one-shot Coughing, Muck goes down in 2 shots. Coughing goes down in 1 shot. And the Wheezing also goes down in 1. Soul Badge acquired. After that, we're off to this granny to get some tea from her. We give this to the guard so that we can gain access to Saffron City. We head into Silphco, where I meet my rival yet again. The Pidgeot goes down in 1 Flamethrower as usual. His Wartortle has now evolved into a Blastoise. I hit it twice with Flamethrowers, does a decent amount of damage, but he has Water Gun, and he nearly kills me. After that, I heal up. I hit Growlithe with a Flamethrower, and I take him down. Execute goes down in 2, Alakazam, and Alakazam goes down in 1. After defeating my rival, I come across Giovanni for the second time. His Nidorino goes down in 2, his Rhyhorn almost goes down in 1, but ultimately I have to finish it off with another. Kangaskhan goes down in 2, and his Nidoqueen goes down in 2. After defeating Giovanni, we head down to the Psychic-type gym, with the leader Sabrina. Kadabra goes down after 1 Flamethrower. Mr. Mime also does. So does Venomoth, and so does Alakazam. Overall, pretty easy gym. I also level up to level 54 and choose not to learn Jagan's Rage. With the end finally in sight, I surf down to Cinnabar Island, where I immediately go into the Pokemon Mansion and very quickly find the secret key. My battle at the Fire Gym was pretty uninteresting. It was pretty much just slashes, and slashes, and slashes, and not taking much damage. So after a couple of slashes, I take down his entire team. I also level up to level 55. He gives me my deserved Volcano badge, and I get on my way to Viridian City. Now I was finally at the last gym, Giovanni's gym, but I had some troubles. This Rhyhorn was really strong, and it nearly took me down. Eventually, in the end, I took him down with some Metal Claws. He sent out his other Rhyhorn, which didn't actually even hit me, and then I take down the rest of his team with just a couple of Flamethrowers, which was not too hard. And so now I finally have all of the gym badges. I did forget to get the gold teeth, so I collected those in the safari, gave them to the warden, and he gave me strength, which I then applied to my strong lax. Heading back down to Viridian City, I think I'm ready for the Victory Road. I meet up with my rival for one last battle before the Elite Four, and this is how it went. Pidgeot goes down in 2 hits, but when I get to Blastoise, I realize I have a problem. He uses Rain, and that mixed with Water Gun means that I did not win the battle. I knew to win this battle, I had to come up with a new strategy. So I learned Fly and bought a whole lot of potions, and it turned out to be great. That, along with luck, got me through this fight, and Fly turns out to be a big helping hand in the Elite Four. I take all of his Pokemon down without any hassles, and I make my Walk of Fame through the gates, handing in all of my well-deserved badges to get to the Elite Four battles. And after pushing boulders around for a few minutes, I was finally there. I finally get to the first member of the Elite Four, Laura Lee, but this is where I meet my harsh reality. I was just so underpowered and so underleveled, so I had to come up with a strategy. After, I kid you not, 10 hours of trying, a level 100, this was my strategy. I hit Dugong with Double Edge. I hit Cloyster and Lapras with a Flamethrower, which one-shots them. Slowbro was by far the most difficult Pokemon, so I hit him with a Fly. He normally would regenerate his health. I'd hit him with another Fly, and then I'd hit him with Double Edge. After that, Jinx was easy. I just used a Metal Claw, and that one-shotted her. That is the first member down. 3 more to go. Now for my fight with Bruno. I had to save some moves for my fight with the champion, so I used Double Edge on the Onix, which takes him down in 2. Hitmonchan gets hit with a Fly in 1. Machamp also gets taken down in 1 with a Fly, and so does Hitmonlee. Onix goes down with a Flamethrower, and that is Bruno. Now for the mean old lady, Agatha. I hit her Gengar with Fly, goes down in 1. I hit the Golbat with Double Edge and he goes down in 1. Arbok is hit with Flamethrower and also goes down in 1. So does the Gengar and so does the Hunter. Now for Lance, the leader of the Elite Four who uses Dragon types. He starts out the battle with Gyarados. I use 2 Flies and I take him down. He then uses an Aerodactyl. I use a Metal Claw. He does a Hyper Beam which takes quite a bit of my health, but I ultimately defeat him. His Dragonair paralyzes me, but I still manage to hit 2 Metal Claws and take him out. Before I fight the second Dragonair, I have to heal. He hits me a couple of times, but ultimately I get lucky and I hit him with a critical hit. Last but not least is his Dragonite. This is where I got stopped on most of my runs. We trade hits and we both get very low. I use a full restore and he chooses to heal. I hit him with a Metal Claw, and I hit him with another one, and he gets taken out. The end is finally here. It's my battle with the champion and my rival. Pidgeot is hit with a Flamethrower and goes down in 1. I hit Blastoise with a Fly, which does a lot of damage. I hit him with another, and he goes down. Rhyhorn gets hit with 2 Flamethrowers, and he's not quite there. He uses a full restore. I use a Metal Claw, and I finish him off with another Metal Claw. After that, it was really easy. Alakazam, Exeggutor, and Arcanine all go down in single hits. And there you have it. I beat Pokemon FireRed with just 1 Pokemon. Although it did take 18 hours, so who's the real winner here? Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way through the video, I hope you enjoyed, and please consider subscribing. I put a lot of work into this video, and it would mean a lot to me if you did.